In the world of firearms, few names carry the weight, the legacy, and the sheer innovation of Colt. Since its founding in the early 19th century, Colt has become synonymous with American firepower, revolutionizing warfare, law enforcement, and personal defense. But how did this company go from a single idea to producing some of the most iconic firearms in history? Let's dive into the story of Colt. The story begins with a young man named Samuel Colt. Born in Hartford, Connecticut in 1814, Colt was fascinated with machinery from an early age. As legend has it, his inspiration for a revolver came during a voyage to Calcutta at the age of 16. Observing the ship's wheel, Colt thought of a gun cylinder that could rotate, allowing multiple shots to be fired without reloading. His concept for a revolver was revolutionary. By 1836, Samuel Colt had patented the first commercially successful revolver, the Colt Paterson. Named after the location of his factory in Paterson, New Jersey, this 5-shot revolver was a game changer, especially for the Texas Rangers, who were some of its first users. While Colt faced early financial struggles, his big break came in 1847, thanks to the Mexican-American War. Captain Samuel Walker of the Texas Rangers was so impressed with Colt's revolver that he personally helped design an improved version, the Colt Walker. With its .44 caliber round, the Walker was the most powerful handgun available at the time, and it saw significant use during the Mexican-American War. This success established Colt's reputation and his company flourished. Fast forward to the Civil War, and Colt's revolvers became the weapon of choice for Union soldiers. The Colt Army Model 1860 was the most popular sidearm during the conflict. Known for its durability and reliability, this 6-shot .44 caliber revolver was a vital tool for soldiers, cementing Colt's legacy as a premier arms manufacturer. Over the years, Colt continued to innovate, leading to firearms that would become household names in the world of guns. Among the most iconic is the Colt Single-Action Army, often called the Peacemaker. Introduced in 1873, the Peacemaker became a symbol of the American West, carried by cowboys, outlaws, and lawmen alike. Its distinct click, click, click as the hammer was pulled back is legendary. The Colt Single-Action Army is more than just a gun. It became a piece of Americana, showing up in countless Western movies, TV shows, and even modern video games. It wasn't just about looks. The Peacemaker was reliable, easy to use, and powerful, cementing its status as one of the most recognizable firearms in history. As the world entered the 20th century, so did Colt's innovation. In 1911, Colt introduced one of its most iconic designs, the Colt M1911, designed by the legendary John Moses Browning. The M1911 was adopted by the US military as its standard-issue sidearm and went on to see service in both World Wars, Korea, Vietnam, and beyond. Its .45 ACP round and rugged design made it a favorite of soldiers, and even today, over 100 years later, the 1911 remains one of the most popular handguns ever made. By the time World War II rolled around, the Colt 1911 was as much a part of a soldier's gear as a helmet and rifle. Its stopping power and reliability in the harshest conditions made it indispensable. In fact, the Colt 1911 remained the standard-issue sidearm of the US military until 1985. Colt's contribution to American military history didn't stop there. In 1964, the US military adopted the Colt M16 rifle. Originally designed by Eugene Stoner as the Armalite AR-15, Colt secured the rights to manufacture the rifle and mass-produced it for the military. The M16 became the iconic weapon of the Vietnam War and remains in service in modified forms to this day. The M16's lightweight design, combined with its rapid rate of fire, made it a perfect fit for the jungles of Vietnam. Its later versions, the M16A2 and the fully automatic M4 carbine, continue Colt's legacy as a producer of cutting-edge military firearms. From revolutionizing revolvers in the 1800s to producing semi-automatic handguns and military rifles in the 20th century, Colt has left an indelible mark on firearm history. Today, Colt remains a leader in the industry, producing guns for military, law enforcement, and civilian markets alike. Models like the Colt Python, renowned for its craftsmanship, accuracy, and iconic presence, prove that Colt isn't just resting on its historical laurels. While many other firearms manufacturers have come and gone, Colt has endured for nearly 2 centuries. And in that time, it has produced some of the most recognizable firearms in the world. The Colt legacy is one of innovation, power, and precision, and its story is far from over. From the Old West to the battlefields of today, Colt continues to be a symbol of American ingenuity and excellence. And as long as there are stories to be told about firearms, Colt will always be at the forefront. Thanks for joining me in this look at one of the most iconic gunmakers in history. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, and keep your powder dry.